is what happened. That's when I left him and I got home, all the spirits came through and they congratulated me. And I was saying, what? I said, oh, you don't know what you've done. You've finally broken the generational curse that your family, female line, has been under. All of them were in codependent relationships, like my mom, for example, and her grandmother, mother, auntie, all of them. There's like 9, there's heaps of women on my mother's side of the family. And they'd all, and I know them, they all stayed in codependent relationships that they should have left because they felt bound by it. And by me taking that leap, it was a big deal. I actually ended that. And there was a lot of congratulations from to me. And that's actually when the healing began. That's when, and I know people, like, that's why I'm at this point now. That was the 6th of November. That was the very first time I said any of this to Adam. And I was getting high when I was doing, I had to get Dutch courage, right? Because it gives you confidence. I'm doing it today, 4 months later, about 4 months later. And I'm not only anything, I'm having some water, whatever. And not only, I've told all my friends and family, they know. But now I'm making it a matter of public record. It is very much like that show with Jay Lagaya, with those people who couldn't read who went on that show. Because, for me, it is humiliating to let everyone know, just like they did. But for me, it's more importantly, it's a release. I'm finally releasing this thing that has gripped me. Like those people, it affected my life in every aspect of my life was affected. And I couldn't, I was a slave to it. Like I was saying earlier, how powerful the mind is. This is a prison that I made myself, where I kept myself stuck, never left. I'm still with my parents because I can't. I'm 50. This is the thing. I'm 50, still with my parents, not working, no prospects, no nothing. Now $65,000 worth of debt, and a secret that I couldn't even say to myself up until the 6th of November when I said it to Adam first time. It took they helped me in 3 or 4 days. They helped me get to the point where I could tell him. I mean, it was the Tuesday I got home after seeing him. By the Thursday, I was ready to tell him. And so I told him on the Sunday. People, I don't know, I've had some friends who think, oh, he's crazy or whatever. So you can say whatever you want. But in 4 months, they managed to, I've done it by myself. I've had no contact with anyone. Like, I've seen no doctor. No one knows. I've done this completely. The 4 corners of this room, me and the spirits who are here, are the ones who have helped me. And they don't tell you what to do. They just encourage you what to do. They encourage you actually just to do, what to do. And it took me this long to actually figure it out. They were actually saying for a while, there's something you need to release. And I said, what? Just tell me, I'll do it. But they can't do that. There is such a thing called free will. They can't tell you, do this and this will happen, right? That'd make everything easier, right? That's what I was begging for. I said, no, we can't. They don't even say they can't do that. They just can't. You have to figure it out, and then you have to act on it. And that's what I'm doing today. This is a great release for me. And, for me, it's like finally feel unburdened by it. I feel like I'm back to being that boy when I was 9, before the attack, and before, the cage of fear really started to engulf me. It started small, but it got worse. It's been a long time, 40 years. And it changed over time. It didn't stay the same. But it was the same in terms of like keeping me stuck in this room, 4 corners of this room. Lots happened in this room. But I feel that by saying it, by confessing to it and really releasing it, I feel unburdened. And I'm back to where I was. It's like, it's not like the 40 years haven't happened, but I feel released from it finally. It's out in the open. It's out. I'm owning it. This is the other part.